rivals will clash in the AFC East. It's the Pats and the Dolphins, and it's coming up next.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins. So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, second down. A look at the numbers for Harrison last week's game. 15 carries, 68 yards. From the 25 on second down, Jones.
I'm so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they were doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working. And they expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. This defense for the Pats, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
That's it, baby.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 12 carries, 59 yards.
Well, watching the film, we saw that things clicked pretty well for them in the running game last week. No reason to change in my mind. Continue to try and run the football, give it to them early and often in hopes of breaking down the defense so some bigger gains result as the game goes on.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season,
the ball comes out, and the Dolphins have got it.
A disappointing hit. And now before the ball changes hands, it will take a look at this just so that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
First and goal from the 6. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on third down.
There's Fuller for a Dolphin touchdown. Will Fuller, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be fielded inside the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling.
Rifles.
It's Madden NFL 22, and we've got a showdown in the AFC East. It's the Patriots and the Dolphins, and it comes your way next.
This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 15 carries, 68 yards. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
And to me, the goal is the exact same thing as last week. Get him the ball early and often. I think he's got another big game in him in this one.
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Well, a good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position, When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Not the way they wanted to begin things. You had the interception on the first play of the game. The good news, it only led to 3 points.
And remember our conversation.
Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Throwing Jones. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, look at the catch there by Moore. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Jones. That swung out wide to Harris. Short completion, just 4 yards. And they're going to have a 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. Off play action. Jones. He's got a man. It's his fullback. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off the bootleg. Jones. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 27-yard line.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping the second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. It's complete to Robinson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? On the give, this is Harris. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Tua's throws taken in by Waddle. And they work this out past the 25.
Here we go. Here we go.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run.
Taking it right down Broadway. The 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great play there. With his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Jones throwing complete for Harris. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. He's going to look deep for more. And this one is incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
There goes a deep ball. End zone. There's Henry. Touchdown Patriots. Hunter Henry. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots are back within a score. They're going to run it with Harris. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point period sessions of practice. Defensively, first down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Tua sets up to pass it. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
That's going to be caught by Waddle. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. From the gun, it's Tua. And that throw behind his man, he missed it, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. This to the sideline and nearly intercepted. Oh, he had that in his grasp. Couldn't get it. Instead, it'll bring up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. It's caught by Jackson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play there on the catch and run. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now Tua. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. Touchdown! Mike Gesicki, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to look deep for more. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd and 10. Jones. Cooks on the quick slant. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll roll him out right. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. After the sack on 1st down, Jones. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Man open is Robinson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Looking to throw. Jones escaping the pressure right. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down. Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Mac Jones as the 1st half is winding down. And the Patriots are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the 1st half. They'll try and throw for it. Buying time to his left. And he will get into the end zone to cut the deficit down to 4. And that was the old QB one-man band play there on the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants at the Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. To throw again on second down. Tua. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Now Jones on 3rd down. It's brought in by Harris. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. On 4th down, Jones. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Let's go. And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. 2nd and 10. They hand this off to Harris. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. On first down, Tagovailoa. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play there for the Dolphins. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there. His third touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right?
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for two. They're going to run it with Harris. And he will dive into the end zone, and the two-point conversion is successful. Well, I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet and said, go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's caught by Jackson. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. Working with 2nd and 5 now. And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Play action, now it's Tua. He gets it complete to Jackson. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Dances by at the 20. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Tua going to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Looking to pass. Tua. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area, and he just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, that is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This one fielded at the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Pats at the line ready to go. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. DJ Moore. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Patriots have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. They'll look to throw. And the Patriots are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts, passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score. But bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Here's Tua.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Setting to throw on first down is Tua.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 25-yard line. Tua to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Touchdown, Dolphins! Mike Gesicki with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes this a 9-point game. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there.
Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting him, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, but he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. He's going to look deep for Moore. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. He's going to look deep for Moore.